Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm looking for expressions of Aaron laughing so I can then draw him laughing.
Laugh and he laugh and he laugh.
Looks like there's also a girl called Aaron because she keeps coming up. Let's see. Do you laugh here? You just kind of smile.
He's laughing on the inside.
I need to laugh on the outside as well. Laugh, Aaron, laugh.
Rabbit says, and a morning, and a morning.
Woo!
And
Soon I'll be able to see what you say, for soon my Restream will open.
Was Buffy like on the guitar bed thing?
No.
Oh, just her
She
phone
wasn't.
is strewn across.
All
the
you've
floor.
done is remove one of the things you like lying on upstairs. That's all you've done.
Oh.
Do you want to tell a story?
Do I want to tell a story?
Yeah, I figured you might want to say what you were talking about.
So India has a guitar case, and she took out a guitar to play it and left the guitar case on the floor, and Buffy really, really liked it, and so has been using it as her own bed for about a week or so now. And I was like, that's really cool. I'll move it from the kitchen to next to us so that she feels like she has a place she can come and lie and be comfy. She just hasn't used it since I moved it. I did a small test though. I tried turning it 90 degrees upstairs and she still lay on it. So.
If your experiment was to turn it 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that could have destroyed everything.
Yeah. She lay on it at, like, she adapted. She turned 90 degrees to lie on it.
Who would think that finding a gif of Aaron laughing would be so hard?
It's just put in Aaron Hansen laugh.
I put in Aaron laughing gif.
Aaron Hansen laughing gif.
Ah, okay.
Or Game Grumps laughing gif. I don't know.
I'll put Game Grumps laughing because maybe they'll be laughing together. Game Grumps laughing goof. Are you gonna laugh here? No. No, you're. Is that real laughter or fake laughter? No. Oh. Animation reference so hard to find. He does sarcasm laughing a lot, so. Okay, that's real laughter.
Rabbit says, laugh for us, Aaron.
Laugh for me. I want to see you laugh.
It feels like you're looking at gifs where he's actively trying not to laugh.
That's what most of them are. This one's good. I open this one.
So I'm finishing up this banner. My plan.
It's looking good so far, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I try one more thing. I do Aaron Hansen laughing gif. Aaron Hansen. Handsome. Yes. You've actually Why are these tagged under laughing when he's not laughing? Why are any of these? Is Aaron in this? He is in this, but he's not the one laughing.
I think you've discovered some sort of conspiracy. You've stumbled upon that Aaron doesn't laugh.
He never laughs. I've seen him laugh. Okay, it's fine. The one I found will do for now. It's a shame I couldn't find any better ones, but you know.
Could you not like look at them on Power Hour and just get a video of them?
I could. I would then have to watch him skip through the Power Hour to try and find moments when he's laughing.
Yeah, you would, and you'd probably be able to find one.
I just didn't want to spend the entire morning stream looking through videos. I thought a GIF would be my best option, and that I wouldn't have trouble finding one, but here we are.
Well, now that you've discovered that it's difficult to find a GIF, stop being so defensive and go look at a video where he laughs.
Yeah, but do you guys want to watch me do this for 10 minutes?
If you've got a laughing GIF, then you've got one.
If I've got a laughing GIF, then I've got one.
Yeah.
I do. I told you I do.
Then use that.
That's what I was gonna do.
Do that then.
You don't. I was gonna do that before you told me that I shouldn't, and I should do something else.
Do that then.
I'm gonna murder you. Okay, let's see.
Oh, the Buffy. No.
Let's get the subtitle on monitor. And zoom in greatly.
Oh, the Buffy. Hello, the Buffy. Hello. That is the sad guitar case.
Shawnee Nation, you say the same thing every time you come onto the stream. Is this like an introduction thing that you do? What with the coughing out of the mouth? Oh, it was burped out of the mouth yesterday, I'm sorry.
It's verb out of an orifice.
Every morning.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
He switches up.
Let's see.
Oh, the Buffy. Oh, the Buffy.
Okay, yeah, so I need to move this a little bit earlier. Shoo-biddy-boo-ba.
Hello.
I think these need to be on 2s rather than 3s. Let's make them so. Cool. Okay, day 1 sneeze, day 2 burp, day 3 cough.
There's a system.
Day 4 is a mystery. I know, good gracious. Don't ask. Okay. We'll just have to find out. Behold with your mouth.
The 4th day's laugh.
Well, it won't be now.
Because I called it.
Mhm.
And it would be unexpected. Oh,
You see, the more you try and call it, the more you ruin it.
okay.
Because the less options there are. So what are your plans with the banner?
I just need to add legs pretty much to the
To the
glums.
Hey! Oh my goodness, she's in a playful mood now.
And then I think it's done.
That's awesome! So how are you guys and what are you up to? We have tea.
We do. Thank you.
Starting a new day. Gonna try and get a lot done today. Gonna try and make it a good day.
Making it a good day.
Oh, we're making it a good day. Are you working on more code today, Mike?
I will be, yeah. I think page 16 has been done and uploaded. Oh,
16 of 24, right?
of 20.
Of 20.
I just realised in the script the character returns to somewhere, and that somewhere is probably going to be fairly difficult to.
Cola?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
It was a very busy environment.
I see, I see. I mean, Matthias always ends with a bang, though, visually.
Oh yeah, this issue is no exception.
So, yeah. I guess you've got to brace yourself when it's coming to the end of every issue to be like, okay, what's the big reveal, amazing piece of art that's going to be there this time?
Yeah, very true. Issue 3 is out tomorrow.
It's out tomorrow.
Yeah, in stores.
And when are you getting your comps?
I know. I honestly don't know.
I'm going to have to buy it then, aren't I?
Probably.
Are you listening to anything?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were singing along.
GG, Mike. GG.
Good game.
I'm looking for unapplicable. That's what I do. Oh, that didn't work.
Hello, Aline. Good morning, Aline. How are you doing?
Hello.
Are you still wearing your floaty skirt? I should just redraw these hands. Because a frame, that's what is going to benefit from being redrawn. Look at the cramped leg. No! glad that you're good. We're okay. Same as we always are.
Would you say this is a Game Grumps collaboration animation?
What is?
What you're working on?
That's exactly what it is.
Cool.
Is there any doubt?
I'm tweeting, so I'm describing it in words.
Are you doubting? What else would it be, Mike? What else would it be? What am I making a Pixar film? What am I animating a cereal advert?
Well, I don't know if you would term it as a collaborative animation, or whether it be like a segment, or I don't know. This is what I asked.
Well,
you might have said, this is how I would describe Michael.
It's
this
only
is the words I
collaborative
would
if you
use.
count the 80 other people working on it.
Are there 18?
I don't know.
I don't think there's 18.
I picked a number.
You picked 40 seconds out of like 6 minutes. There's
Yes.
you and like 2 other people.
That's not true.
I know it's not true.
6 minutes is a lot of time. There's probably more than 80 people. And you're just ignoring their efforts by suggesting it's not a collaboration.
I didn't suggest it wasn't a collaboration, and you know
You
it.
should be ashamed.
Don't be a duck now.
But what if a duck is all I can be? What if I am a duck? You duckist now as well.
I'm not duckist. I love
You're
ducks.
so intolerant of everyone.
Yes, I am the pinnacle of intolerance.
I knew it.
So
I can't believe you
close-minded.
just admit it
I
as
can't
well.
believe there's such diversity in the world. I'm scared.
Oh my goodness. We need to do something about you. I have some nice tea. Some sweet tea. Some tea with sugar. I'm gonna drink it as a reward once I've finished drawing this bit of the frame. I'm not allowed it till then. This is how I motivate myself to keep going with the frames. Just bribe myself.
Eileen says, I noticed that India's looking for fights whenever she gets bored. Maybe we should buy her a ball or some cat toy.
No! Aline, you're not allowed to notice these things about me. I can't be exposed. I'm just trying to fight the injustice that is Michael. Just get me someone to fight. You need to get me like a playmate.
A playmate?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm looking for a gif of like cats painting. There really isn't one. So, okay, bear painting. There's an elephant. I guess bears don't really. I've got a bear playing a trumpet.
You could put up you better be animating.
Oh. I could, couldn't I?
I don't know if it's appropriate for the moment.
I don't know if it is either, but like I made this last night.
It's glorious, Mike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Trying to make him drop the trash bin on his leg earlier.
Ow.
How did you manage that? It seems like it would take some maneuvering. Twice! And it's Rolando! It's beautiful.
Hmm?
It's cool that Rolando gets his own sting of little music every time. How you doing, dude? How are you? I don't know what I'm saying with the bottom of his waistcoat moving like this. It just feels confused because there's nothing motivating the movement.
Pushing it is.
Feels a little bit better. A little bit better. I mean, I also do double takes every time I see them be emotive now. You're training your body, Rolando. It will obey. So you can activate it whenever you want to draw. Or whenever you don't want to draw, you can activate it and just be like, no, you're going to do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, Rabbit, this is amazing.
What?
Oh my god, I love it. I know people in the chat can probably also see this, but laugh, why don't you? The little fists of fury, the intensity of the eyes. How can he resist?
Rabbit, can I? I was gonna say, can I use that for the tweet? But
that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. You just screen it so I don't lose it. You better send this to us anyway. Yeah, I'll just let you send this to us. We have a special chat for Rabbit's amazing pictures that he draws during the stream, so we can keep them all.
I'm gonna use it for the tweet.
I love it so much. So funny. Oh my god. Yeah, Rabbit is a genius. Rabbit's a genius of fast doodles. Just the funniest thing.
Rabbit, what's your Twitter? Is it 1089 comic? I think it is. Cool. Should I tag Aaron?
No. What the fuck? No. Don't do that. I don't want him to notice me because you've tagged me. I want him to notice the work and be like, who did this? And then he like floats through a window. And he's like, are you India Swift? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, I like your work. And then he salutes and floats back out again.
Okay.
And I run to the window and there's nothing, there's no sign of him. But just like the most beautiful sunset.
Sign of who?
You missed my entire fantasy.
I did. What,
Shame.
who's out there? What?
Nothing.
Ha! Okay, I got your new one. Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yes.
Tips. No time for squats, only lying down. The best exercise, sleep. Oh my gosh. Rolando, who are you now? You're both people at once.
Cool, 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 cool.
That does actually make it easier. Orlando. He comes to the streams. He looks at the screens. Rolando. Rolando. Kill, 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 kill.
I used it in the tweet. Credited Rabbit.
You did
I did
it.
the thing.
Hello, Roxanne. Hello.
How's the bees it goes and doing? How's it doing goes the bees?
How's the bees going buzzing in the trees all alone? We're driving in my car and we're finding our way home. I know the bees are buzzing me around the lane. Ooh, ooh. Shimmin' and a choo-choo. I'm sorry, I'm just wobbling nonsense now.
I eat a dad a choo-choo.
Eileen found some amazing princess dresses ready to be thrown away. I know it's not exactly feminist attire, but they're definitely not very practical. But my nieces are in their Disney princess phase and they're gonna love them. That's awesome! Hey man, Eileen, if they like that stuff, then that sounds like the perfect gift for them. Yeah, amazing beautiful costumes would have been. I used to love, well, I still do. I've always loved dressing up, but especially when I was a kid. I love dressing up as different things. Tim, that sounds like the kind of lie that I could believe. I feel like I could definitely see that on a website and then read the article and afterwards feel better about myself.
My comics are scheduled to arrive tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the day when the comic's out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. How does it feel, like, getting it early every time?
Shut up, you. I don't know if you're even meant to get comms early. You just want them early.
Of course they're not. That would make no sense.
You gotta remember, they're shipping them from California.
Wow.
I can't tell if that was sarcastic or like...
Wow.
Listen. Just because you're not a published comics
I published myself. My publisher said it was the best book they'd ever published.
Did they now?
Yeah.
I've never heard them say that.
I'm the publisher for Indie Swift, and this book is the best thing I've ever published. Wow.
And now you're some sort of gangster cat.
Wow. Gee whiz, Mike. Way to make a poor, barely published author feel bad about her work.
I didn't do that.
Just because I don't get comps because no one publishes my book. May your comps always be late. Eileen, it sounds like you hit the jackpot. I mean, they may be difficult to move around in, but your nieces will probably just be putting them on to play princess in, basically. You know what, actually? When I was a kid, the costume would just stay on because I liked wearing the costume, no matter what I was doing, and that would involve, like, tree climbing, running around and rolling in the mud, and various things. But I think they will adore them anyway. So.
Okay, what kind of costumes did you wear that you kept on?
Peter Pan, a pirate, a witch. A ghost. I was once a ghost.
You were once a ghost. Why are you just hilarious in all of these scenarios in my head?
That probably was unintentionally hilarious, yes.
I bet you took the roles really seriously.
I did.
Yeah. I knew it. Like,
method acting.
I'm a ghost father. When he just treats you normally.
I used to sit under the piano and make it play itself.
What, like pulling on the strings or something?
You could push the keys up from underneath and make it play itself with no one there. It is awesome.
How did you get under the piano?
I was small.
You were just small. But there's no gap.
There is a gap.
So, like, just, whoa, you can see the keys under...
Yeah.
Wow. I've never looked under a piano.
Yeah, well, in the one that we had, you could.
The one that's in your dad's house still?
Yeah, I think so, because that's... Is that... Yeah, that might be our piano from Oldham.
Right.
If it is, then yeah, definitely. And then says, well, they also got crazy huge swords lately and been fighting in princess attire, so all is well, I guess. Battle princess. I like it. Aline, this is the kind of truth I can't believe. Because it doesn't make me feel better about myself. It is true that we were listening to a radio show a while back, and they were telling the true fact that it's the best way to lie is to tell someone something they want to believe.
So are we currently discussing that if you sleep too much, it will make you depressed?
No, I don't think it will make you depressed. I think it's more that it can make it worse.
Right, okay. Oh, like cause and effect, creating cause sort of thing. Like, I don't really want to be awake, I'm sad, I oversleep. I slept so much, it's made me more sad.
Yeah, like I slept so much, I'm a failure, I couldn't even get up. I might as well just spend the entire day in bed now. I've already spent till 2 o'clock in bed.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That's me ad-libbing. Oh, there was one year that I was like, fuck it, I want to be as scary as shit for Halloween. So I bought some latex and fake blood and a zipper and made it look like the zipper had been sewn over my mouth. Says Tibbs.
Nice.
I've seen pictures of similar costumes and they are scary as heck. Like, people do costumes where the zipper looks like there's like raw skin underneath.
Yeah.
Like it's peeling bits of skin off. So scary.
Any kind of body morphing like that like causes you to double take it. Right? I love practical effects like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I miss when films had all practical effects.
Yeah, where they could sort of simulate a chunk being taken out but it's just an addition on. It's so good.
Yeah. It always does look a little bit more realistic to me. It's a little derpier in some ways, but there's something about the way that the light reacts to real prosthetics and real props that convinces me a little bit more than CGI, which seems a little bit too perfect sometimes. Oh my gosh. Tim says that was the only time I did anything for Halloween, and then it rained, so the party I was with ended up watching the Addams Family and didn't get to go out. That's so annoying. Oh my gosh, I need a Glum costume. It would just be like a big ball. that you would wear around your middle. Okay, I would jump around. I'd be a Glyn then. And I'd just have a white version of the same costume.
I think you'd both be better.
And Mike could be Midge.
I don't want to be Midge.
You'd be so good.
I'll be Joe.
Oh.
Hey, Alphonte.
Hello. Good morning. How are you? Did you dress up as Halloween or nothing, Mike?
No, not really.
Yeah, Halloween people would be like, "Are you a giant spider?" And you'd be like, "No, I'm an obscure character for one of my friends' comic books."
I think if you had the big kind of glowy green aspect to it, it would differentiate you from spiders.
Rolando, do not listen to them. They're wrong. Rolando talked to another producer and got a consistent response. Pixel art can't be a viable product unless it's for the indie market. Have they not seen Sonic Mania?
Yeah.
Do not listen to them. They are wrong. The gamers are begging for more pixel art games. The only people who aren't are the producers, because they are in charge of the money and they want to do what is seen as the trend at the minute. They want to do what's going to reliably make money, but don't let them dictate your creative choices. Rabbit was never a big fan of scary costumes, but did do one where I looked like I was riding piggyback with someone. But I just put pants on a shirt with a fake head around my waist, so it was all a ruse. Yeah, I've seen those costumes, Rabbit. It's cool that you did it completely yourself. I wouldn't know how to start making one of those.
Yeah, where does the illusion begin and the person end?
I know, right?
It's so complicated.
Me and Mike, every time we walk to the tram, we have to walk past Dunn's, and we have to walk past the window where it shows you all the clothing stuff in the window. And there's a kid's costume where your legs go into a flamingo body.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a flamingo head that you can hold up with your hands on a little rein, as though you're riding a flamingo.
And it is
and
that'll fit me.
I'm so sad it's not in my size. It's for 5-year-olds. There's no way. It would come up to my knees.
That would be even funnier.
I want it so bad and we have to look at it every time we go past it. It would be so perfect for me. Ah, Alcante, you're welcome, of course. I hope the new one is going well. Pixel art is still a trend with me. The thing is, there needs to be some kind of big blockbuster pixel game that does well for producers to be able to look at and be like, oh, okay. Once it's one of those, a lot of other people will start copying and emulating it. But for that to happen, there needs to be someone going first and actually doing it despite the warnings not to. It frustrates me though when something isn't popular and people blame the medium rather than the quality of the product itself.
Yeah.
You know, such as when Princess and the Frog didn't do very well for Disney and they were like, well, I guess 2D animation truly isn't the way we should go with films anymore. And it's it wasn't because it was 2D.
Yeah, like execution matters.
Whoa, Rabbit! The black and white cell Nosferatu is so cool. That's awesome. My hamster used to be called Nosferatu. Nossi for short.
I think I've seen people make like a first person shooter in a like, I think they got it down to kilobytes.
Whoa. Which game is this?
I don't know, it was like a tech demo, but it was tiny. Like a lot of the work was procedural. Yeah. Apparently, this game called Krieger, they got it down to 96 kilobytes. Like, I don't know the actual technicalities behind it, but it looks like this.
Jaeger! Whoa. That looks way more impressive than I thought it would for what you were saying the size of it was.
Yeah. This is a better video of it. This better demonstrates it.
Tim says, first person shooters are boring though. I want 2D pixel art stuff. It is pretty nuts though. I mean, I love pixel art, but personally myself, I want more hand-drawn 2D games.
Hand-drawn 2D games are pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I would love Street Fighter to do a 2D hand-drawn game, because a lot of the sprites that they used in the original 2D games were basically hand-drawn first anyway. Like, they worked them out like that first.
For what?
Street Fighter.
Yes, yeah.
So I would love to see a non-pixel art version of Street Fighter with like luscious hand-drawn graphics.
Like pencil drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like frame by frame animation, because that's what they're doing anyway, is frame by frame animation.
It's interesting. I think as soon as you do like something like that, the it's always usually the case that the theme is kind of centered around that. What I mean by that is, like, if it was too like pencil drawn, the game might be like, and now you're in a comic sort of thing, rather than just
owning the style.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you're right. They're like, we need an excuse to do this. It's like, you don't. You can just choose to do it that way because you like the way it looks.
Or it fixates on it because it's a unique selling point.
But I really enjoyed Battle Chef Brigade and Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
And Night in the Woods.
Yeah.
For the fact that rather than pixel art, they went just 2D graphics with it. Like especially Hollow Knight, which had a very hand-drawn look.
The cool thing about Hollow Knight is because everything was treated with the same graphical, like same approach, you weren't sure what was interactable and what would hurt you and stuff. It actually added to the sense of risk and danger.
Everything blended and felt like it was cohesive with the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rolando's working on something like what you mentioned, but in pixel art, but I'm under contract. That's awesome. Yes! Pixel art is like my second favourite. My first favourite will always be trying to bring what I love, which is hand-drawn 2D animation, into games. But my second favourite is always pixel art because I grew up with it. And there's something special about a game made with pixel art that has a different feeling.
Yeah.
Like it's just a certain warmth that it gives me that other games don't. And I want more of that.
The reason I chose to animate this in pixels is just for the kind of speed and clarity you can get. I'm not having to worry about too much shading or anything like that.
Oh no, show animations, it's like 3 AM for you. Yeah, that's true. The old implied contract.
Yeah. Hey!
Hey, Julia Dink fan!
Thank you. I was like reading it, parsing it, and then I was about to say it, and you're like,
I'm gonna call you Julia Dink.
So
I'm animating a Game Grumps collaboration piece. Mike is making a cool banner for our thoughtful advert that we're gonna put on the website.
So what I'm about to do is export it. So copy as, I think it's this one. And then hop over to After Effects, where I've applied a gradient over everything.
Show animations, if you're asking us, we are in Ireland.
Yep. See if I can make this bigger.
How are you doing, Julia Dink? Ooh, I like the red mic.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to Coda. I'm trying to let's see if I can find a page from Gloom.
You're in America. Well, make sure you get some sleep. Remember the general consensus of the chat. It's not enough sleep. Generally not good.
I think it's around about page 41.
Thank you for noticing us, Julia Dink. We done got noticed.
We done got noticed. Thank you.
I'm trying to make Aaron laugh. Are you a Game Grumps fan? Yourself?
Ooh, I'm glad I took that off the screen.
We having big spoilers on screen.
Yeah, Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, don't do that. This is the reason why we should probably set up these streams the night before.
No. I opened a file to look at a Glim page. Yeah. Can I show this page?
Yeah, you can show that page.
Cool.
I think the comic's been out long enough now for people to... You had your chance, people.
Oh, the other Game Grumps fan, that's what interested them in the stream.
Yes!
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
this sequence here from the comic is what I'm referencing. I think I could get a little bit more of the spikiness of the glims in there. How you've got the little furry like heads and stuff.
Yeah. Your glims are a little bit friendlier and derpier, but I kind of like that, you know.
Oh, cool. So pretty much this panel, really.
Johnny Nations, I believe in you. Go get that Pop-Tart. It can't hide from you in the dark. Who does it think you are? But yeah, this collaboration should be really cool. It's 7 minutes long, which is pretty long. And it's organised by a musician who has created his own music track where the Game Grumps are learning to play piano together. And lots of different animators are taking different parts. I think it's going to be great when it's finished. I just hope that I can make my part good, you know? I've got a big old part.
Got a big old part.
I do, and I like... because I've got such a big old part, I want to make sure that it's good. Like, I don't want to let people down, you know?
I mean, it's looking great so far.
Patrick would have done such a good job on it. Unfortunately, he's now working 17 other full-time jobs, so it's not possible to ask him to help me out.
Oh, you were expecting to share the...
No, I mean, to be fair, I still took this on expecting to do it all myself to begin with. So I can't... I was an idiot, but...
You weren't. You were ambitious. I'm
happy that I want to do it. I just hope that I can find the time to do it. This is definitely something that I'm excited to do. I want to do a good job of.
Thanks for the following, by the way, Julia.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's really cool of you.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks a million. We do these streams every morning though, so you're welcome to drop by every morning.
Somewhat. You're welcome to drop by at least another morning in the future. Not every morning.
What does that mean?
You just said you're welcome to drop by every stream.
Yeah.
You're welcome in every stream, yeah, sure.
What? Why would someone not be welcome in every stream, Michael?
I'm going for the no pressure approach, darling.
But you don't have to. But we will miss you.
On the book it has the at the top, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we don't need it. It's fine. I don't know my own brand. I don't think it's necessary. I think Girl in the Glim or the Girl in the Glim both are fine.
But you were so adamant before.
When?
When we were putting the cover together.
I remember it being a point of debate whether we should or shouldn't use the.
Yeah. The Girl in the Glim.
Her.
I think think maybe I should go for something that's not
Save this.
not vertical. I don't know. The cover has it like this.
Shawnimations went downstairs and got the Pop-Tart! You did it! You've leveled up. You took your fate into your own hands, Shawnimations, and you decided what your future was going to be. You looked into the darkness of the void and you said, "Not today, hunger. I'ma get a Pop-Tart."
We are streaming on YouTube as well. We're using Restream, and so if you can see the chat in the top left where we're also responding to.
Yeah, it is. It was probably a good decision not to take it, especially considering the amount of work that you now have on. If only I had been smart. But like I said, I'm happy that I took it on.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that I could be like a bazillion times faster. Let's see if I can get away with just stretching him on this frame. If all the other frames are animated, it might actually make some variety in the motions, which should be kind of cool. Okay, so this fist is gonna go up. Or. And this is gonna turn into a fist. Hand transform! Sorry, Mike, you were saying something?
I was just thinking whether to put the title as a horizontal format. It's a Doig Swift. It would be like, let's see, I wonder if this works. Probably doesn't work, but if you look below the stream, there's a YouTube button. Who do you think?
My hand's very disconnected from the arm. It's making me laugh.
Ah, Nightbot, the Trashbot does have a command for YouTube.
Trashbot?
You should add a little Buffy playing the trumpet.
Oh my goodness.
To what? To the banner? No.
Not to the banner, but to the stream?
Or
maybe to the stream.
Maybe underneath Twitch or something. Because she sounds like a little trumpet, and she's just a little honky tonk. I love the moments where you look at her and she looks back at you and she attempts to meow, but she's completely silent. Just like, I can only show them.
He's just staring at me.
You should add a little Buffy playing a trumpet to everything.
It's true. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I?
I like it when I meow back at her and try and shock her, and it doesn't work ever.
Oh. Yeah, it's like... She just looks at you like, uh-huh.
She just looks at you like, "Are you done?" She really does not care.
Declan got to play the piano yesterday.
Oh my god. Yes, he told me.
Did he?
He came down, he was like, "I made Buffy play the piano." I was like, that explains why Mike was laughing so much.
Yes. But I
good.
wasn't expecting it because I thought he'd come in for like a drink or something, but he kind of like brushed past me. I'm like, all right, he's doing stuff, and then he just appeared next to me with Buffy. Either way, please make animated Buffy with a trumpet like something out of Aristocrat.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. Okay, that's my next project.
Shawnimations recorded the audio of your Pop-Tart story. Did I miss a Pop-Tart story?
This is not. Tell a Pop-Tart. I mean, Pop-Tart story was all Shawnimations. It was all his conquest. to get the Pop-Tart.
Okay,
So,
I see.
but I would love to see an animated version of this saga unfold before me. The greatest story ever told.
Why is there 3 girls?
Why are the 3 girls? Oh.
Oh, it's that one.
Girl and the glim and the 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 glim. Oh, cool, Space Dad. How's everything going with the study? Have you been keeping up with exciting animation as well? Hello, Julia.
Hello there.
Okay, Julia is Julia Dink.
Ferrari. Cool.
Ferrari.
Yeah, I think vertical, but horizontal might be better for this.
Pop-Tart is the breakfast for winners. I agree with this. What's your Pop-Tart flavour of choice?
I have only ever had one Pop-Tart in my life, I think.
You didn't like it?
That's the things you put in the microwave and heat up, and they have a searing hot thing on the inside, right?
Jam. Yeah.
Yeah. As I said once.
Why didn't you like it? Was it too hot?
Yeah, I think I burned my tongue.
I see, because I think that's probably a mercy, because I think Pop-Tarts is something that you would really, really like. And I think if that hadn't gone that way, then you would be eating a lot more Pop-Tarts right now.
I feel like this space is being underutilized, but putting Doig and Swift up there just feels wrong.
Maybe instead of putting the girl in the game, you should just have Doig and Swift. And then some pictures of the kinds of books we do.
Yeah, okay. Maybe a picture of the book.
Yeah, I mean, rather than making it like an advertisement for this one thing that we do,
Okay.
maybe just make it an advertisement for us, and then include that in the things that we do. Okay, Space Dad, be careful that confidence gap hasn't been made bigger though by actually putting it into practice in animation. You mentioned before that you were worried that you were putting off animation and avoiding it by doing studies. So, if being told that you should put off animation for longer is what you want to hear, you're probably more likely to go that route. But be careful that you're not actually widening that confidence gap because you're building up the animation more in your head rather than diving into it.
Did we know that you made animations before you said you'd animate Pop-Tart? Sorry. Kind of guessed by your name.
I assumed because it was Shaw Animations that you must have done animations before. Or were at least just a very big animation fan. But it sounded to me like it's your animation handle.
Let's see. Hello, Doig website. Do I have picture of book?
It's good that you're feeling hungry for the animation space, Dad. If you do want to do it, do feel free to just do some animation. It's not going to do any harm. It's just going to show you where you're at. You know, otherwise it's kind of like training for a sprint by doing lots of leg exercises, running machines, stretches, but never actually trying the sprint to see what your time is. Like you want to, I mean, if you would, if it was me giving the advice, I would say you'd want to couple the training with doing animation at the same time so you can see what it is you need to focus on in your studies.
I think if you're trying to find that elusive point where you feel confident enough to do something, then you might start to try and depend on like that feeling, and that means your work will become more sporadic. If you just do it when you're feeling inconfident and work through it.
I think Mike's just saying that sometimes you need to do things even though you're not confident about doing them. And feeling like you can't animate until you feel confident enough to animate is one of the things that stops people from learning animation as quickly as they otherwise could. But you should do what's right for you anyway. After all, the person who knows what you need most of all is you. So I'm sure that if you listen to what your body tells you, you'll be doing the right thing.
But you know you more than we do. Oh, hey Annan. Annan off Lex. Welcome.
Hey Kieran! Kieran says sprinting is fun!
Swift uses a Cintiq drawing screen thing, and I use an Intus 3 from like 10 years ago.
Still just as good though.
Where would I have saved? Let me just do a search. Cover.
Hello, Animaflex. Yes, I'm doing a Game Grumps animation. There's a collaboration going on at the minute. There's a musician called M Bolto.
Yeah.
Beaulteau.
I think it's B-U-L.
Oh, it is. It is Beulteau.
Yeah.
They do really good music, and they've created a Game Grumps music track where they are learning to play piano together, and it's really good. So there's a lot of people collaborating around making it into a full animation. Gamey Grumpers!
Doig and Swift, have you guys ever collabed in an animation? Do you mean with one another? Because if so, yes. If you mean in a big collaborative group, then yes. Also.
The answer is yes. Basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the animator Grump collaboration. We did that together. We also collaborated to make a Night in the Woods animation together. In fact, pretty much every animation I've done since I met Mike, we've done together.
Actually, hang on. If I bring up the end screen, you can see some of the animations that we worked on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So hopefully it doesn't. So yeah, bottom left is our animated Grump. The second one along is our Quick Quest. The third one is just India, as she animated a Quack Duck. And the fourth one along is our Night in the Woods animation that we worked on together.
The only other collaboration I've done other than the last Game Grumps one is the Adventures in an Animated one. And I had a lot of help with that from Mike, who was colouring, Tibbs helped us out colouring it too. I had a friend called Claire who did backgrounds, and Lynn also did backgrounds, and a friend called Jenny who did all compositing on it. So as a big old group effort, I couldn't have done it without them, and they made it look so much better.
That was done while in the context of going to comic convention as well. No, the stream's not ending. I was just showing.
So confusing, Mike.
I'm sorry. I was just showing animations that we worked on.
Confusing everyone.
Yeah. Neon Biscuit.
Ooh.
I've never heard of Neon Biscuit.
I like the name though.
It's pretty good.
Sounds tasty and stylish. Imaflex says, Neon Biscuit, I've heard so much about them. I guess we're just ignorant fogies. But we'll check them out. Because I'm always up for following more animators.
You think they're a meme animator? Oh, okay.
Neon Biscuit has like 70,000 subs.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's always nice to see animators with a lot of subs as well.
Yeah. It's I think there's a really nice kind of independent indie animation community that is kind of thriving at the moment.
Yeah.
Where like software is becoming more accessible, way more accessible. Like newcomers can quickly pick up and play. Like we're in the USB age of animation.
The USB age.
Yeah, you know when you have like a device like a microphone and stuff, and it's like plug in and play.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, I love that there's lots of open source software now for people to use. It's great. Aw, thanks, Tips. I do try to always push it every time. Sometimes I wish that I had more time to push it though, because I have eyeballs bigger than, I don't know, bigger than the time I have. So I want to do a massive big project, but I'll only have like 3 weeks to do it. And then I'll be sad that I didn't make it as awesome as I wanted to.
If this goes here, I don't wanna scale this down.
Shawnimations hit 1K.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations, that's amazing. Good effort. Keep it up. That's really cool.
I like to think it doesn't matter how many subs you have. It just depends on the quality of your content.
That's true. The best thing is when the subs are a reflection of the quality of the content.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always the hope. Aw, you guys are so cool.
It's like 2003 anime.
They're out of control. One thing I never really understood about animating memes is I always thought that memes were like an internet joke that's become so well established and done around so many times that it's kind of become just automatically known by everyone.
I think it's the virality aspect, but there's also like there's some memes where they're customizable. Like, is this anime one that popped up recently where the guy's like looking at a butterfly and it's captioned?
Yeah.
And the structure of it is a meme. There's the Captain America one as well, where he's sitting in the chair and like so.
But the animation memes I see are never like that.
I think the animation memes that people are creating, there's like a structure to them, and people animate their own OCs doing similar actions, or it's to the same soundtrack, or it's the same pattern of motions.
Oh, okay.
So the meme is like what's being animated, and then someone will do something. But what you can find as well is someone will purposefully create the pattern and call it a meme for others to follow. And the more popular ones get more animators recreating or remixing that original pattern. So they create it with the intention that it will become remixed or repurposed or reused, or have other animators create something similar.
Okay, that makes way more sense. If that's right, you guys will be able to let us know if that's right or not.
I just looked back, and all I can see is in the tips going, I like to bark, 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 love and friendship, bark, you make me sick.
That is what you say. I've heard him do it.
But yeah, that's my understanding of when someone
creates an animation and says it's an animation meme, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Animaflex says he's right.
And usually it's set to music, but it doesn't always have to be.
Okay. I understand now, and it makes sense why they're called memes now as well. I never connected the two in my head. I was like, what? I don't understand. But now I do.
And now you know.
Thank you for educating me.
You're welcome. There's another acronym that I forget as well, though.
What is it?
It's something where it's like, oh no,
MAG?
it's
MAG?
It might be MAG. It's like multiple animator. It's a MAP.
MAP, that's it. Sorry, multi-animated project, or musical animated project, or my animated project, or
yeah, MAP is kind of more nebulous, but centers around a very similar thing. Maybe I should just put like Doig and Switch right in the middle, and put Girl and Glim off to the side.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that, Mike.
I don't want to make the Girl and Glim book any smaller vertically.
You don't have to, I don't think.
So maybe I can put this like here.
Can you put North next to Girl and the Glim as well?
I can try. I don't think I've got a cover quite like that. Maybe I can just drop in.
Oh my goodness, is meme in the dictionary? If meme's in the dictionary, it's a whole new world. Let's see. Short Innovations has looked up the definition. An element of a culture or system of behaviour that may be considered to be passed from one individual to another by non-genetic means, especially imitation, a humorous image, video, piece of text, etc. Huh. So it's kind of like sourdough, where you You bake bread and then you pass a bit of the dough on to the next person, and they incorporate that into their dough, and then pass a bit of it on.
I'm not sure that's how sourdough works.
It is. You make your bread dough, and then you cut off like a third, and then you bake your bread with the 2/3 you have, and then you give the third to a friend.
Yeah.
And the friend uses that in making their own dough.
I thought.
And then they third it and give a third to a friend.
Right. I thought that you have it's not yeast or something, but it's you keep something in a jar that grows over time.
Look, the point is that it's kind of like a meme.
Okay, sourdough's a meme now. Gotcha. I do this.
Oh, it wasn't finished. That is copied, often with slight variations, and spread rapidly by internet users. That makes a lot of sense. Sourdough, the original meme. It's true. Let it be known.
Memes existed long before the internet. Yeah.
But they weren't called memes then. It was called sourdough. I like this new definition in my mind, because I'd always thought that memes were just internet jokes that had gone viral and circulated so much that everyone kind of knew them by sight, and they'd become seeped into consciousness.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen them as something where it's something that people actually take and remix, and that's an element that makes it what it is.
Ah, gotcha.
Is that people recycle it and reuse it and apply it to different scenarios. That's really cool.
It's kind of like a visual remix.
Yeah. Rolanda says, "Wish my friends would give me yeast."
He clarifies. It's okay.
No, I don't know what you mean. He didn't say anything after that.
Effects, I'm sure there's a translation. Maybe it's utility. It's not
India.swift.
The start.
No, I'm a Toon Boom user, Tib, so it's got to be a .mov.
I think. Here we go. Skew.
No, nothing else compares.
There we go. Are you sure you want north on this as well?
Rabbit gave us another picture. It's Buffy playing a trumpet, and it's the coolest thing. It's a Buffenpit, apparently.
Buffenpit.
Buffenpit.
Okay.
Buffenpit.
I'm gonna show this to Declan.
A Buffenpit. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Can we just have it?
Send it.
Oh, it's in. Oh, I see you talking to Rabbit. I thought you were talking to me.
Why would I ever talk to you?
I don't know. You know that I wouldn't reply.
Yeah.
Can I just have it on the stream?
I could put it here.
It's so beautiful.
And then I can save image as yeah. Buffenpit. Save. There's only space for it really where the game grumps are. I can put it where the camera is right now.
Put it where the Buffy cam is.
Yeah.
Have it as our new Buffy cam image.
Okay. You can make a transparent version if you like. Ooh. We'll probably use it where the Guppy can is right now, so don't necessarily need it with no background.
I was meaning like where your Buffy head is.
Oh, you mean my pixel one?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Sure. All that time and work.
Well, we can alternate between them.
That's true. Yeah, give me a transparent one then.
It'd be good to have a honky tonk counter. But every time she honky tonks, you could press a shortcut key and it would like count it up.
I love it.
Show a little trumpet.
I'm genuinely surprised that you're coming up with it though.
Why?
Just generally you like keeping our layout clean.
I do. This is why I'm suggesting removing something to add it in. I'm against having our stream look like the closet that you stuff all your stuff into whenever you try and clean your room, and then open 2 months later and are like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think. What do you guys reckon? Do you think having the books over here is good?
I think you don't want to have them just like sat next to each other. You probably want to have one overlapping the other and them fanning out slightly. Just to make it look more natural.
Okay.
And you could enlarge them and have them like overlap a little bit. No, nothing else compares. Tim says, in my opinion, cleaning your room means cleaning your closets. No.
That's such a good cat. I was not expecting it. It's so good.
Everything under the bed.
Oh, that's skew axis. I did not mean that. I meant rotation. I don't like it.
Well, Amanda, you should share with us a screen grab of your current layout, because you've always had really nice ones. You always feel like you have a place for everything. I think when we were first designing our layout, we were looking at yours as good influence as the kind of things we should do. The problem is that things have kept being added on top of it.
That's not true.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing with the Buffy counter is it pops up and then it's gone.
The Buffy counter pops up and is then gone. I wonder how.
I don't know if it's even possible to do.
I mean, there is hotkeys.
There are hotkeys. I am the sentence police here to call you up on your sentence structure.
But mostly it's just show and hide things. Transition things. Yeah. I think I need like something where it was looking at a text document. I just edit the text document.
But that's needs to be on screen constantly in that case. And you'd need to edit the text document every time, which is not quite as easy as I was hoping it would be.
If you wanted to like pop up and disappear, that's a whole other thing as well.
Yeah. We
could make a little like faux donation thing.
A faux donation thing. This is starting to sound awful scammy, Mike.
No, as in like it goes through the same system as if someone's donating, but then it would trigger all the other donation things.
I don't know what you mean. It sounds like something that I would be against.
Yeah, I'm against it now too. Anyway, where to put Doig and Swift?
Put them in the bin.
Just here. Don't put them in the bin. I don't know, I still think maybe like here's not so bad. Kind of ruins the effect when it goes over the trees. If that tree was able to be like
That's nicer though, the books fanned out like that.
Yeah.
But now it feels like Doig and Swift needs to be closer to them.
Yeah. Like it could be that.
Do we have our table number? Because it'd be good to put that on.
We do not. I don't know, should I just call this is it?
Let's get some feedback from people in the chat, see what they think. Okay, I shouldn't have him looking at Danny because he's got to get ready to step over stuff now.
Make a Lua script that changes a text file. Then make a little website that reads the text file, and when it just text changes, it animates a little number. Then use the CLR browser to put it in the stream. Simple.
Simples! Thank you, Tibbs.
Yay!
What is it?
I just made the cat celebrate. I just wanted to.
There. Sean Animation says, help, I'm getting stuck in a rabbit hole of weird animations. I'm throwing a rope down to you! Grab the rope!
Grab the rope! I could put a drop shadow on our name.
Would that help?
I'm hoping so. I don't really know how to. I'm gonna do this. Will it help? I hope so. Yeah, I think so. It feels like it lifts the text off.
You can do it! No! Show animation! Hold on! It's okay, you're on home ground now. That was pretty close though. You gotta be careful, the internet is a dangerous place. Fraught with wonders and great dangers.
India.
Yeah?
What are you talking about?
The internet.
Oh yeah, great dangers. Yeah, no, yep, much agree.
We should go onto the internet on holiday next time. I know you want to go to New York or to Japan, but I think we should go to the internet.
Yeah, okay.
Tibbs, are you thinking about any in particular?
What do you think of this hot pink?
I think it's hot. I hate it.
Okay.
Hate it with every piece of hate I could possibly sum up in my body. Rabbit says, I do worry a little bit with the banner because the empty space between the main books and Midge running for her life feels a little wide. That might just be me. Like, what if you made Doig and Swift bigger? Like,
this is the aspect ratio of the banner, so what I could do is like move like this over, but I don't want to like lose too much of the
I think that is looking better though.
what,
already.
Like more space, more like.
Yeah. It looks like you to extend it off the left edge a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit further in as well, just so it completely covers Swift. Yeah. Okay. Show Animation says, let me quickly say, most of the weird animations in that rabbit hole were by me. And Tiff says there was one that Kevin shared that was like claymation worms in food being eaten by close-up plasticine stop-motion mouths, and it was gross and weird and I didn't like it. That sounds horrible. Thank you, Orlando. I think Orlando sent us his screen layout so we can see what his stream looks like at the minute.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Oh, you got a cap mode.
Oh, okay, let me see. That looks really nice.
So it's got
So Orlando, what's the I mean, I'm assuming that little plastic bin thing is for bits that you could get given by people, like donations. What's the small sprite in the bottom right corner? I do follow him, Tips. I do. Kevin.
Steady, Eddie.
Boom, jet down, the jittabadum, but jump at the papa joe, but da jabadabadabado, bird. So, guys, I've asked this. I ask this every couple of weeks, but I'm going to ask it again because sometimes it changes, and there are new people who might give different answers. But your ultimate animation. What would you most like to make or work on?
That's a good question.
I always find it really interesting and inspiring to hear what people want to do in the future. I still really want to do that damn Ghibli of Mana thing. It's gonna have to be for next year. But I'm excited if we could pull that off.
I know, right?
Yeah. Rand said it's a rotating window with all my works. People can see different samples. That's very cool. It's a good idea. I would do that with our animations, but I think with animations it's a little bit distracting to have something moving constantly on the screen. It makes it hard to look at the actual thing that's happening with this drawing stuff. My eyes always just get drawn to the animation. Rabbit says, okay, so last time I answered, it was quantum schmucks. But this time, it's quantum schmucks.
Nice.
Aline says, there are so many things I want to learn before moving on to projects. I guess you could look at it like there are so many things you want to learn from doing projects instead. And then rather than feeling like you have to be prepared to start, you go into it with the mindset that you're going into it to learn a specific thing and focus on a specific thing. The question, Rolando, was what's the thing that you'd most like to animate or work on? Like, what's your dream project? It can be your own project if you want. Yes, I'm with Tibbs. I find projects the best way to learn. Because you don't give yourself an out, really. And you always have to apply it in a relevant way. Also, really fast, quick animations are a good way to learn. Like Hardik does.
What do you think of this?
It still feels like there's a lot of space. Like, I think I liked it when the title of Doig and Swift was bigger and the books were less cramped into the corner.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could maybe semi-transparent the black if you're worried, if you want to see more of your animation.
I kind of like the yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll make this one, I'll duplicate this one. I like the feeling of like the tree coming in the foreground, so what I'll do is I'll move this back and make this like super dark. Oh, right. Not the color overlay. The actual overlay.
Let's see. Tiff says something I've seen tons in language learning is that studying from textbooks is terrible. You need to actually immerse yourself in the language if you ever want to truly understand it. And Rolando says, I want to work on this other story called Crescendo. It's about this world where memories can be used as currency. Oh, that's interesting. I like the sound of that a lot. Shirley Bacon's I used to make comics all the time. Well, that's interesting too, Tibbs. Tibbs wants to make something that swaps between old one's super smooth and heckin' limited as all heck for the purpose of comedy. I want more comedy brought into how the animation is made. Yes. Using different animation styles to tell different moments. something that is easy to geek out about because it's so cool.
Okay, let's explore this as a GIF.
Yeah, I agree. Putting something off for a long time just builds it up in my mind as it being more difficult or inaccessible than it actually is. If I just do it, I might not succeed first time, but I'll very quickly learn where I'm at with it, how good my skill level actually is, and what I need to learn next, like what are my problems I ran into. And then I know that I can address those and try again.
Such as like trial by fire. Alan should start a project. Space Dad should animate today. Everyone should do what they want to do and start preparing themselves for it.
Yes. Yes. Points at Tibbs. Screams yes.
Yep. Okay.
You can always go back to repairing after you've tried it.
Well,
It's just going to back repair you.
It's a good note that you can see what you need to improve on and learn more by doing the thing you're aiming to eventually do.
By checking it, yeah. It's like, no one who's ever making an outfit for anyone like does all the measurements and then just sits and never lets the person try it on until the very, very end.
Yeah.
They like make sure the person tries it on several times so I can keep adjusting things.
Alan says portfolio before project, and Tibbs is like project is portfolio.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Project is portfolio, Aline. You want to make an awesome comic, make the awesome comic, then put it in your portfolio. Don't
put it in your portfolio. Is portfolio.
Yeah, but you can have several things in your portfolio. What I'm saying is you shouldn't make something for a portfolio.
Yeah.
You should make something that you want to make because you're passionate about making it, and then that becomes your portfolio.
Yes. Very much. Render at maximum depth.
Too many people are like, I need to animate a ball bounce for my portfolio. And you're like, no, just animate the thing you want to end up doing in the studio because you want to do it. Do your own projects, make your own films, and then that is your portfolio.
No one hires for comics. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Although comics do not make money very fast.
But people don't hire for comics unless the people have kind of done comics. I don't know what it's like in France though, mind you, but people definitely hire for comics from what I've seen. Comics make money okay when you're into doing them.
One thing I would say is that European comics don't make as much.
They're different, aren't they?
The rules and the licensing around European comics differs from that of US comics.
Yeah.
There's artists in Spain who are working for an American publisher, but they still own their IP for whatever they're making, and then after it's been published in the US as an English copy, I think they're selling the language rights to publishers in Europe to publish it there rather than the other way around, and it's working out as slightly more lucrative for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the super ins and outs.
I mean, if you need money, then working on a portfolio isn't going to get it for you either. Do a cool project. Project is then portfolio. People get more excited by seeing you do something off your own back and want to hire you more for that than they do seeing you put together a portfolio.
Here's my gift.
Eileen isn't ready to believe it. Okay, well, you can learn it for yourself. I believe that knowledge is difficult to give advice to people without them having actually like experienced it themselves anyway. Like the best way to learn is by doing and having those life experiences and stuff, rather than by someone just saying, you should do this. I believe different things will work for different people as well anyway. But I think that I believe is that there will come a time when both of you start doing stuff for yourself and wonder why you didn't do it before. But then my experience isn't everyone else's experience.
Yeah.
And what works for me might not necessarily work for everyone else.
And you've worked in the companies you've worked at. You've not worked in the companies that other people are aiming for and what other places require. So.
Well, I quit all the companies I worked at.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Eileen, it's not dumb at all. You should, like, we can give you advice all the live long day, but in the end, you and Space Dad and everyone else has to decide for themselves what's right. And I don't think there's really a wrong way to go about it. The important thing is that you guys believe in what you're doing and you do what you think is right. Because even if you would follow our advice, like, who knows? Different things work differently for different people. Yeah, Tibbs, my Twitter page has kind of become my portfolio too. I do still have a website up, but the majority of work offers I get come from people who have seen my stuff on Twitter. I had no clue how good Twitter was for animation. It's been a bit of an eye-opener. I can't wait till I have something new to show people.
Do you know?
Do I know?
I'm just sort of trying to think. Do you know what? Like all of the work that I've kind of gotten this year has just been based on work that I've already done. Like it's not someone looking at my portfolio and going, Like anytime someone's like, oh, it'd be interesting to bring you on a project, can you show me more of your stuff? And I send them like to my portfolio page. Never really pans out. I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say with this, but
yeah,
like,
what do you think the difference is?
Like the more secure jobs are usually when someone recommends you. If they've worked with you before.
But that's catch-22.
It's so, yeah, it is. I'm just trying to think of, like, I got work based on the work that I did on Glim, not on a like individual samples. It's like
that's true. But Glim was not something that you were ever paid for. It was a project that we made up ourselves.
Yeah, but do the work that you want to be hired for. Like, if you want to work in comics, make sequential pages for storylines, or like maybe ask writers for scripts and then work off of those. Or
Let's have some alternate viewpoints in here. Let's see. So Space Dad says, you guys have brought two concepts I'm weighing in my head as I develop. One, you get better by just plain animating. Two, listening to your body and trusting when it tells you to do something or when you're doing something wrong, i.e. me, when I feel wobbly about anchoring, trying to rush too fast into animating. Elaine says, yeah, but I've got no network to recommend me either, so things aren't looking up. But the thing was, we had no network in comics either. People just noticed us because of Girl in the Glen, which was just something that we literally decided to do because we were like, we should stop waiting and just do this project. And every comics thing that's been since then, people haven't known who we are beforehand. People have seen the book, and that's what makes your network.
A portfolio is a collection of your work. It's not an addition to your work. So when you think about it as a hurdle that you must overcome, in which you're like, I need to make a portfolio, the mindset is that you need to make additional work that
isn't what you'd usually be doing.
Well, not that it isn't what you'd usually be doing, but that you have to somehow construct it. But a portfolio is just your best work at any given time.
A portfolio is a collection of your personal projects that you're really passionate about, that you're getting other people really passionate about.
It's like building a wall around your work and putting a door on it, going, okay, I have to make it through the door and build something inside this wall. That's going to be my portfolio. But if you knock down the wall and the mindset is that everything outside of the wall, everything you've ever done is your portfolio, and you can collect your strongest pieces that you've made now, you already have a portfolio of work. Put it somewhere, let it be visible, and just keep making more. Take out the pieces that are less good and replace them with the better work that you're making. And it's an actively continual cycle. It's not something that you start making, finish making, and then it's done. So if you think, I need to make a portfolio, you're approaching it from the mindset that it's something to be completed, and it's not. So if you're holding off making your passion projects, or you're holding off making things that you care about in order to make a portfolio that what you think will get you hired, what will get you hired is your passion. Or alternatively, you get hired making what you think people are expecting to see, and you try and tailor yourself for their expectations, and ultimately you'll discover that Buffy will trumpet at you.
And you don't want that. Let's see, I'm gonna read some stuff on the chat. He says, I need to finish a portfolio and you keep giving me doubts. It's hard enough to do the damn thing. Can't I just stick to an objective for now? Okay, fine. I think that's what you're replying to, though, wasn't it?
That was what I was replying to, yeah.
Space says, so what I'm getting out of my sketchbook right now is figuring out what I want to animate and things I like to draw that I would love to make move. The weird, strange, surreal stuff I'm drawing in my sketchbook now is the kind of stuff I want to mess with when animating. And getting in touch with my passion and thinking about what I want to make move and feel awesome doing it. If you feel awesome doing it, Space said, that's the coolest thing. That means that you're enjoying it. And I really think that enjoying work is something important that gets lost sometimes. Elaine is sipping coffee and nodding along to your advice. Ed Cray says, this advice is great.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice, Mike. Aww. Elaine's giving out cookies.
I think all the formatting and the ease of looking through a portfolio to help like HR people and hiring staff, like the presentation aspect of portfolio is really to help people know where to place you, where you'd be best utilized. I've never really been good at that side of things in terms of like having a portfolio that defines the kind of job that I would take. So yeah, maybe I'm coming at this from like a left field, off the wall kind of place. Doig should give a TED talk. Fuck that.
No, thank you. Well, that's cool, Elaine. Elaine says, I'm pretty sure I've got my current job from someone liking my Instagram, which is just me drawing silly shizzle.
Hello.
That was some toasty advice there, Mike.
You reckon?
Yeah, I liked it.
I think people who enjoy learning and self-improvement can sometimes get stuck in the cycle of I need to improve to get hired, that they lose sight of like the entry bar into getting hired isn't as high as master level, you know? Like, you're feeling ready. And Aline, the truth is, if you applied for a job that your skill sets right now can match, you more than likely will get hired. You just got to apply.
Oh yeah, Aline's like more than good enough to get hired by people right now. I think there's a mindset with people that they kind of want to make an entrance, like they don't want people to know about them until they're ready to be known about. Okay. So rather than consistently posting tests and rough pieces and explorations and various pieces of art, that would slowly build up a following where people would start noticing that they're there and start liking them and following that art. Mm-hmm. They want to remain anonymous and not show anything rough until they're ready to suddenly drop the master bomb.
Until they're ready to be discovered.
And then suddenly everyone's going to be like, wow!
Yeah, maybe.
But
mindset. Brad Rigney did that. He sat alone for like 5 or 6 years and just honed himself, and then.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's one way to do it for sure. But I think it's very easy to drop a bomb and get completely ignored nowadays because there are so many people who are very good at what they do. Yeah. The key is the spark inside you and the fire that's in the rough stuff and in your explorations and in you frequently posting and talking to people and seeing people react to your work and trying new things out.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it over and trying to think of something. I'm also thinking of like an apology for Aline, where I don't want to be like pressuring or anything. I love
just
her
say
work.
It then. Apologize to Aline.
Aline, I love your work. I love everything I see you do.
That's not an apology.
I'm sorry for pressuring you.
Yes, Aline. We're both sorry for pressuring you. You do you, Aline. Orlando loves cute girls.
Back to it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the banner. I think it's probably like 95% done as I can get it in the time.
Charles, the important thing is that we have something.
Yeah, I'm going to export this and see.
Do you guys have any feedback before you do that, Mike?
It doesn't take long to export.
Okay, I just mean because I can see it now. So if they have any feedback, like I think this should be moved or this should be bigger before you export it, then.
Okay.
Tiff says, I used to want to drop the master bomb and I never did anything, just planned. Then I started trying to do animation tests and exercises and I immediately started improving and actually doing something. Elaine says, see, that's what I need, Tibbs. I need a specific side project to do that. Tibbs, Can you be my animation coach? Say Space Dad. Yeah, it was great. Tiv's just made her own project, which was, I want to do this many effects animations in a year.
Yeah.
And started doing one a week. And that meant that she got more work out consistently, improved faster than if she'd spent a long time trying to plan something big and amazing to drop on people. Ooh, Elaine's figuring out colour for the first time. Colour seems really fun. It's also really intimidating. I've always got a bit stuck with colour myself. I think part of the reason I get stuck with colour is because I've got someone who's so good at colour. Here as well, I can just be like, Mike, will you colour this?
Alright, so
which means I don't have to learn.
Colours. It's kind of like trying to feel out what's appropriate, but a lot of colour is just keeping it simple and doing more with less.
Yeah, Tim, that's just going to keep rising too. I mean, you've probably got a bit too much work on right now to be able to do them, but when that work comes out, it's going to be amazing.
Hope so.
Tibbs is making this point far better than I am. See, so Tibbs says, see that I didn't finish the project, but because I was doing it and posting it, it worked as networking and development and portfolio. Exactly.
Yeah. I think I'm going to save this and then I'm going to remove, because I added the rest of the 16 frames to do the Glim stuff, but I don't need them there because it's not in there anymore. And there's that really bad pop here. So I'm gonna
wow, this frame is so doped. It's fine, I can fix it. Let's see. What do I want this to be? Hanging down a little bit.
yeah, color's all about like the relative what is it?
Context?
So yeah, the context and the relationships between one another. Like how much contrast is there between two different hues or values? Largely depends on the intensity of the light that is. Oh no, that's not true. Like if you have a high contrast in hue colors between things in a kind of average light source like daylight or something, you're going to see them, but as the light reduces from the scene, the level of contrast between the things is going to reduce and reduce and reduce. So you know, I'm just rambling.
What were you saying? The intensity is going to reduce?
The contrast between local colors will reduce depending on the level of light in a given scene. I'm thinking about trying to make that thing look dark without lowering the values yesterday.
Ah.
So I lowered the contrast in values between the different local colors. So
yeah.
That it felt like there was less light overall.
That's really useful though, because
and adding a blue over things.
one of the things is that sometimes you have pictures or comics or bits of stories where you want it to be happening in darkness at night time or have a gloomy atmosphere, but you can't make that dark because you want to print it.
Yeah.
And if you make a very dark scene and print it, it's going to be really hard to see. So you want a way to make it look dark without actually making the inks themselves dark.
Yeah.
So Moebius was really good at that. Moebius. He would use basically just monotone blues, purples in his scenes, and the way that he used them would make it appear as though it was nighttime, even though the colours themselves were no darker than the colours he would use during the daytime.
Yeah, the thing about blue is it tends to look more saturated the darker it is. So if you remove that saturation, you get a kind of nice, cool, bright but muted like muted feels that you wouldn't necessarily get if you were using warmer colors at the same brightness.
Okay. This is going to be a weird frame.
You're redoing your 3D model for the 5th time, wanting to make more consistent and even topology. You should ask Teddy about topology. She fixed mine the other day.
Topology!
Although I was using a method where I was building things with curves and then converting to a mesh and then just utilizing the tool, the edge loop bridge tool, to create all of the joining surfaces. But because I had a differing number of vertices between points, it was trying to best guess its way between them.
Such a weird frame. I mean, it'll work in motion, but it's in half a weird drawing. That's one of the things I like most about animation. It's when you're doing in-betweens, how weird your drawings can end up being. And you're like, oh, that kind of works in motion, but this is a weird drawing.
Yeah.
So I probably only want this to last like one frame, but I probably want the anticipation to last a little bit. And I want to ease into this top position a little bit, and I might delay one of the arms just to make it feel a bit more textured. So I think it makes sense to delay this top arm, because it seems to be taking longer to get up to a top anyway. Is that overlapping action? Does that count as overlapping action? When you're delaying certain parts?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Oh no. Someone is smoking on the balcony below us, and it must be coming through the window because I smell smoke.
Close the window.
Either that or I'm on fire. Elaine says, no! What was that to my question about overlapping action? Oh. And then he says sometimes our under neighbours have big barbecues and our whole apartment smells of delicious meat we can't afford. Oh man, that's the worst. Did you used to do topology all day, Tips? I moved its head too much and now I don't know if I can ever go back.
Reveal and explore. Let's see. Cool.
Okay, that might work.
I've taken Midge and made her own thing to layer in here. So that I can finally try. Ah!
Oh! Oh!
Son
What?
of a bitch. It didn't give me a transparent background.
What a bastard.
I know, right? Maybe I can do like a multiply's not gonna work, but maybe it will. No. Okay. Normal. Let's see if I can key it. Is it extract? No.
I wonder if I can give his face like a slight squash here and it will look good and not terrible.
Oh, the music stopped. Darker color blinding mode.
So Tiff says, yeah, the way I always did organic characters was first sculpt, then retopologize. That way I can focus on form without worrying about specifics, and then dive into making sure it's all going to deform well. Sounds like a sensible plan. I mean, I am not knowledgeable about topology at all. That's the realm of Mike, but I don't go there often. But it seems like it's something which will just make it generally easier to work with and deform properly when you want it to.
Yeah, it's kind of like you want to say if you were doing a contour drawing of someone, and you were like drawing circles around their form. You want it all to like flow. Hello, Honky Tonk. Hello.
Hello.
There should still be food up there for her. I doubt she's eating it all.
I did feed her just before the stream.
Nope. Oh, that's kind of cool.
What is it?
Color difference key. It just kind of made her more pinkish purple.
That's cool.
Okay, I like it. It's not what I want though.
Maybe it is secretly. She is like a siren.
It just feels like it doesn't know how to key out white. I don't know, I thought.
Okay, let's see, we're stretching this foot out now. So this is the kind of thing where I often do this, just moving lines around in Toon Boom. And then when I come to ink, I'll ink it as a new drawing. So the movement will be different, but the it hopefully won't look like I've actually just stretched it, because the inking that I do will end up being completely different. So I need his lower body to move over with that, while his top body stays a little bit back because it's balancing itself out. And his arms are going to continue up.
There we go.
I'm going to delay this on a little bit. Okay, you. Get pet. Get pet. Aggressive pets.
Gradient overlay.
Oh my gosh, Tibbs, actually that's amazing. Best idea ever, says Tibbs. Midge marionette. Think of the possibilities. Have a little...
Oh, that would be so cool. You could probably make one fairly easily. Like,
Yeah.
she's just got little stringy arms and legs.
Yeah.
You want to make that so
I
badly.
totally want to make that so fun.
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Start playback on 28. Finish playback on like 180. So there are some things I need to iron out here for sure.
You're so adorable, you little squeaky cat. You're so squeaky.
Like the curve this foot takes, virtually non-existent. Let me just actually draw the curve. So here's the toe.
Usually I use like a purple. And I make this.
Here's a toe. Here's a toe. Here's a toe. There's a toe. So the general curve I want is this. Probably it should be more like this. Animation charts. Animation charts. Breaking animation hearts. That kind of thing. So now I'll adjust this along to that. Drawing curves on screen is very useful.
She kind of reads better now. What did you reckon of that? I've put like an overlay with subtract on it. Like gradient overlay with subtract.
She reads much better now. I much prefer it. Let's track that heel as well.
It also kind of gives her a sense of danger. I might try doing, I noticed in the comic, which I think is, yeah, I've done like a color overlay over her. Maybe I should harken back to that. I'd give it a try. I might just go straight up color overlay for quickness.
Okay, so that's the curve we have on the heel at the minute, not the curve we want. The curve we want is probably more like this. So I probably want it like there, 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 there.
Might make her blend it too much if I make it blue instead.
So let's just make sure it goes along the line. There, now that feels much smoother. Just in terms of his foot. There are still other things we have to iron out, of course. Such as his knees. That leg.
You need to get the words thousand mouth and tongue into one sentence. I have kissed 1,000 mouths, but never have I seen such a tongue. One 1,000 mouths surely would have 1,000 tongues among them. This tongue has kissed 1,000 mouths. Dare you be the 1,001st?
That's awful. This tongue is kissed.
Doig wins. I don't even know what I win with. I said too many. Oh.
So walks off.
So freaking adorable. I got, yay, cool. Thank you, Rabbit. I now notice that you've sent me the things. Yep. Save image. Buff Trumpet.
Buff Trumpet. The perfect name.
Save. And then here, copycat, properties, browse, animation.
Okay, now that back leg feels a bit better, which is good. What's happening with his back? It is travelling slowly backward, which is good.
Trumpet.
Would this be better like this? Is the question?
There's a buff trumpet. Yeah.
Yes, it would, I believe. I like it better. It's super rough and I destroyed my previous drawing, but look, it's cool. I like this shape better.
Leave it here for now. We'll fix it in a bit. You showing everyone your feet? What's this? What's this? I wish I had a treat to give her. Yeah, we all get her treat.
Let me try just rendering this bit and see how it looks.
So this is Whiskers cat treats.
Okay, I can see where I need to change it and make it better. I need to laugh all the way through as well. He's still laughing when he puts his arms out.
Attack the camera. Oh. Attack me. Get it. Oh, I get it. It's so soft. Should I put it in the bag? No. I'll just put it here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Puppy.
You're trying to just bring her around in circles.
I don't have one, I'm sorry. She's so betrayed.
Why are you not teaser with that?
I don't have one. I just want to stroke you. No, I don't want your pets. I just want treats. Well, it's past 10 o'clock, so we should go.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining us. I'll continue this animation tomorrow.
Awesome. How's it looking? You got I see you've got him walking across. Can I see it?
I just played it a little bit, so I'll show you afterwards.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining us on this morning stream.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow with more animation fun. I think I'll probably be working on our banner tomorrow. Because this feels like it's pretty much done.
Awesome!
Yeah.
Oh, and may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure!
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye!
Bye. Yeah.
Don't touch my fire!
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. She's totally sniffing next to the camera.